Mine is to warn you to respect the presidency. Niko hapa.
Now Kenyans have slammed Homa Bay Town MP, that is Peter George Opando Kaluma, over his reckless remarks when it comes to BBC documentary. Now, talking about BBC documentary, it was released, of course, exposing the killers when it comes to Gen Z protests that happened last year on June. And well, after BBC released that documentary, we saw very many people coming through to react, but many were slamming, police brutality and stuff, because BBC did a very, very good work. And now here comes Peter George Kaluma, who came through and slammed BBC, saying that their documentary is twisted, partial, reckless, and intended to incite chaos in Kenya. And so he was calling the relevant agencies in Kenyan government to go ahead and withdraw BBC license in Kenya. Now, straight up, this guy came and said this, and I quote, "Ban BBC in Kenya. The role played by the media in any democracy is too important to be discharged irresponsibly. The media can build a greater democracy or destroy an otherwise stable state. Lest we forget, Rwanda genocide would have not occurred were it not for reckless media. Blood Parliament documentary by BBC is twisted, partial, reckless, and intended to incite chaos in Kenya. The relevant agencies of the government of Kenya must act fast to withdraw BBC Africa license in Kenya." Yeah, that is what this guy Peter George Kaluma came through and said. And I tell you what, many Kenyans were angered by that reckless post by George Kaluma through his Twitter, where many were left in disbelief after reading it, with many questioning like, yo, what did I just read? With some even going ahead to call him a madman, you understand? And so, I don't know, what do you guys think about him coming through to post such a stuff while reacting to what we all know happened back in June of last year? Because, it wasn't good for Kenyans, to be honest. Well, go ahead and tell us your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe if you new, follow us on Instagram, BTG News KE, and we'll see you in the next one.